From Hollywood, here's the game where knowledge is king and Lady Luck is queen. It's The Joker's Wild. And now, here's the host of the show, Bill Collins.
Oh, well, thank you. Hi, how are you? Thank you. Hello, and welcome back to The Joker's Wild. Well, another day, and hey, we have a very good game going here. I'll tell you a little bit more in particular about the game we have going when we get our players back here. So, Charlie, if you would, bring our players back.
Bill, first hour challenger. He's an entertainer whose interests include dancing and writing, Don Lucas. And our current champion, just graduated from medical school. His interests include sailing and skiing. His winnings total in cash, $1,300. Glenn K-Wish.
Well, there are our players back with us. Our challenger we talked to first is Don Lucas. Welcome back, Don.
Thank you, Bill.
Want to tell everybody that you're touring now with the Glenn Miller Band.
Right, I start Friday with them.
And you guys, you have the original Glenn Miller arrangements,
We certainly do, yeah.
How many guys, how many instrumentalists in the band?
24.
24. Is that the size of the Miller Band at the time? I guess it was, huh?
I really am not sure on that.
Yeah,
Since I'm
well,
just starting with them on Friday.
Yeah, I'd be more apt to know than you, so I don't know why I ask a dumb question like that. We will welcome you back, Don, and we'll say hello right now to our champion. You might want to welcome this fellow. He's won himself a couple of games. He graduated recently from medical school. He's now a doctor. He has $1,800. Dr. Glenn K-Wish. Welcome back.
Hi, Bill.
Glenn's graduated from medical school, and he's going to start his internship right soon, correct?
Yeah, actually, I started my internship back in July at UCLA.
Oh, I see. That's true. You're already doing it. And this is a,
Right.
what, a one-year internship?
Right, so I'll be done in June of this year.
Uh-huh. And then you want to specialize, so it's residency after that, huh?
Right.
For a long time.
It sure is.
And a lot of work. Now, we had a very interesting situation. Because we're picking up with this game, I'm not going to tell you right now what the score is, but first let's take a look at the categories with which we were playing when time was called. And they are U.S. Constitution, Mr. or Mrs., tourist spots, the president, and finally bid television, which is, you know, where you bid for the number of questions and you have to complete the bid. Now, we had a game going here where Don was way up there and it looked like a sure winner, and then Glenn did some fast bidding toward the very end. So right now, let's take a look at those scores up there. There it is, $550 apiece, and of course, it's Don's turn to spin. Now, we're going to pick up the game in just a moment. Natural triple jackpot, we've added to it again. If either of you get three categories the same, it's now worth $3,200. There you go. So, 550 to 550. So, good luck to you, Don. Let's see what you do. 500's the game, as you know.
All right, it's a new day. Let's go.
Yeah. All right, Don says bid television, Mr. or Mrs., and another one of those Mr.
All right, I'm going to go with Mr. or Mrs. for 100, please.
Mr. or Mrs. for 100 bucks. That would give you 650, and of course, enough for a possible win, Don, depending on what happens with Glenn, for 100 bucks. In 1965, this song was a #1 hit for the group called Herman's Hermits. What one word completes the song's title? Mrs. Brown, you've got a lovely what?
Daughter.
Correct. You now have $650. Well, you see what the situation is, Glenn. He has $650. You need at least $100 in order to stay in the game. Good luck and spin away.
Come on, Jokers.
This is our two-time winner and champion. He has the president's tourist spot and a joker. I so. Say nothing. All right, Glenn has $550. Don has $650. Yeah, Glenn.
I'll take tourist spots for 100, Bill.
Okay, it goes on. And now if Glenn answers this correctly, our game goes on. If he misses it, Don is champion. Here you go, Glenn. The largest mountain system in Western Europe is home of such popular resort cities as Salzburg, Austria, and Chamonix, France. For $100 and a tie game, name this majestic mountain chain.
The Alps?
Correct. We still have a tie game. This is a 650 to 650. It's a very critical moment. Stay with us. We'll be back. Right now, we have this for you.
Golden light.
Quite possible you guys could possibly set some sort of a record as total score, because 500 is our limit. But naturally, one of the two players has to end up with 500 after both players have had a spin. Now we're at $650 and building or so, it seems. So, Don, it is your turn.
Let's go for some jokers here.
All right. This game could go Joker, the President, and the President. That's a good spin. That's a good spin. Now, I say nothing and stand aside, and Don makes his choice.
There's really no way to go with this, but the president's for 200, please.
Presidents for $200 is, on the surface, to me, seems like a very good choice. If you get it, answer it correctly, you have $850 and a very possible win. Miss it, and you know Glenn gets a shot at it. And if he gets, well, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a good choice, but you got to come up with the right answer, Don. At the same time, President Lincoln was shot. A co-conspirator was assigned to murder the vice president. Fortunately, at the last minute, the assassin's courage failed. For $200, total score of $850 and a possible win, Lincoln's vice president was Andrew who?
Jackson.
Incorrect. And now, here's the very dramatic moment, Glenn shaking his head for the game, because if you answered correctly, Glenn, you win the game and $2,650. Lincoln's vice president was Andrew who?
Johnson.
Correct. You're still champion. You have $2,650. Well, congratulations, Glenn. You did it again. That's 3 games in a row, $2,650. And Don, for what it's worth, I'm going to tell you this. That is not an uncommon mistake that the Vice Presidents Johnson and Jackson through the years have been, or the presidents have been confused. But that doesn't help you any, except...
No, it doesn't make me feel that much better, but...
I do the very best I
appreciate
can
your,
to soothe your ruffled feelings. We thank you, Don Lucas, and we wish you the very best luck in your career.
Thank you, Bill.
I wish I could have made you feel better. Well, I can do something for Glenn, and he doesn't need me or my ilk. You want to play against the big guy?
Oh, yeah.
Come on, I'm going to give you a shot against the devil. You played a good game. Yeah. That really was an extremely good game, and Don really gave it a good shot.
Oh, I thought I was out of there for a while.
Yeah, and you know, on that Andrew Johnson question, when he went in the wrong direction, I could see your eyes light up, because really only one way to go. If Jackson's not it got to be Johnson, right?
There's a look of relief.
Yeah. Well, it's 3 in a row, $2,650. You can quit any time along the line here and take the money. If you get all the way through without seeing the devil, you win the money, Glenn, plus this prize.
Well, Glenn, like Prometheus in ancient mythology, these gifts bring to you the gift of fire. First, Glenn, you'll enjoy a blazing barbecue in this great gas grill. Charm Glow's gas grill for great barbecue flavor, 570 square inch cooking surface, twin burners, viewing window, deluxe cart from Charm Glow. Then, to bestow on your home the romantic glow of candlelight, a pair of gleaming silver candelabra. From Oneida Silversmith, a beautiful assortment of gifts for all your entertaining and gift-giving needs, including your choice of luxurious stainless flatware and silver-plated hollowware from Oneida. And finally, Glenn, here's a prize worth more than $2,300 that brings you the gift of fire in a gas range that's part of your brand new kitchen. A Whirlpool kitchen featuring a no-frost French door refrigerator with power-saving control switch, porcelain on steel interior and no fingerprint textured steel doors, portable convertible or under-counter dishwasher with power clean washing system, and exclusive in-the-door silverware basket, and a gas range with continuous clean oven, lift-up cooktop for easy cleaning, digital meal timer clock, full-width panoramic oven door from Whirlpool. This gift of fire package is worth in cash and prizes over $4,150.
Dad, is your brother with you today again?
Yep, my brother's out in the audience.
Well, let's say hello to him. Hi there. What's the name again?
Gary.
Hi, Gary. Good to have you with us. There's Gary. Gary also is in medical school at UCLA.
Yeah, he's in medical school at UCLA, and I'm doing my internship there now.
That's a fine school.
It certainly is.
Very
Big
fine.
hospital.
Okay, now you have $2,650. You know, I know that doctors, at your stage of your career, money looks good to you.
Certainly does.
And you can stop at any time and take the dough. Ready to go?
I'm ready.
Good luck. First spin. 75, 150. Wow, 350.
I'll go again.
He's going again. All right. 350 total up there. Oh. Now, if I remember correctly, that same thing happened last time. You had a pretty good first spin, and the devil came up on the second.
He's hurting me.
He is.
Yeah.
He's not helping you either personally or your practice at this point.
That's right.
Well, as we say, you can't blame yourself because you'd hardly stop after the first spin. You're still champion. You have 3 games won. You have $2,650 in the bag, and we'll be back, give you an opportunity to meet your next opponent right after this. Okay, Glenn, you have $2,650, and we're ready for you to meet a brand new opponent. So, Charlie, if you would, bring the lady on.
Well, Bill, she's a former cosmetologist who has an unusual story about her name, Ruth James.
Hello, Ruth James.
Hi, Bill.
We're happy to have you with us.
Thank you. I'm finally happy to meet you. I've watched you for so many years.
Well, thank you. I'm happy to meet you, too.
Thank you.
I would like to say I watched you. I've seen you a few times, but I don't think you noticed me. I'm sort of peeking around the corner. What's so, the name Ruth James in itself is not unusual, Ruth. Tell us what's unusual about your name.
Well, when I was born, I was registered as female.
Uh-huh.
My parents hadn't decided on a first name for me.
I was going to say, I'm awfully glad you were registered as a female because it strikes me that that's what you are.
I hope so.
So you mean they put the word female on your...
On my birth certificate.
So you were known as Female Janes through the early years of your life?
Female Staley, yes.
And did people go around calling you female?
No, they called me Mary or Ruth, whichever they decided they wanted to call me.
And meantime, the word female stayed on your birth certificate?
Until I wanted to get a birth certificate, and I wrote in for it.
Uh-huh.
And I was registered as female, and I had to write to all my relatives, all my schools, and get all those records. Finally, I got a birth certificate with my name, Mary Ruth Janes, on it.
Well, by golly, Ruth, I want to congratulate you. That was one sensational job. Now, how old were you? How old were you when all this happened? When you finally stopped being female, stopped being called female, and they call you Mary Ruth?
35.
35. All right, now you're going to get a chance to make a name for yourself right here.
I hope so.
All right, let's hope it's a name we can use.
Thank you. I do too.
Well, I mean nothing. No, I mean nothing like female or anything like that again. I'm sorry. You want to take a look at our...
Don't blush.
Oh, no, I do. I blush very easily. You want to see our categories?
Please.
Okay. Let me see now. Okay. Let me step aside, give you all a chance to take a look at the categories up there. Well, look there. Academy Awards to start off. That's followed by mountains. Then comes multiple meanings, business and industry. And finally, fact or photo there. The person who gets that gets an opportunity to decide whether they want to see a photo or hear a fact. So we're ready to go. $2,650 for the champion. Good luck to you, Ruth. Mary Ruth.
Thank you.
Give a spin. Who changed this is? She has multiple meaning again. And Academy Awards. Not bad.
Oh. I'll take multiple meanings for 100.
Good choice. $100. This word means, Ruth, this word means to train in formal marching or other precise military movements. And it also describes a special tool used to bore holes. For $100, please, Ruth, what is the word?
Drill.
Correct. You have $100 up there. Now we're going to give your opponent, male K-Wish, an opportunity to spin. Go ahead.
Okay.
Let's see what you come up with. Let's see. That is mountains, Joker. Hey, now. That's your basic...
I'll take mountains for 200, Bill.
I don't blame you. And Ruth, that's your basic real good spin he popped up with there.
I know.
$200 for you now, Glenn. Let's see what you do with this. At just over 20,000 feet, Mount McKinley is called the top of the continent because it is the highest peak in North America. For $200 on your side of the score, in what state would you find this paramount peak, Glenn?
It's in the United States.
No, in what state?
Oh, what state? Alaska.
Correct. Okay, you have it. That is right. I realize you hadn't understood the question. 200 to 100. Hold off just a moment, Ruth, and we'll be back to give you your chance right after this word for all you males and females out there.
Super Sleuth Barnaby Jones is next at 10 a.m. We now return to Joker's Wild on Channel 9.
Welcome back. Let me try to do this as quickly and as painlessly as I possibly can. While we were away for the commercial, the judges conferred and they made this decision. Glenn, I am sorry to pass along this information. We asked on this show, where the category was mountains, we asked in what state would you find this particular peak. Speaking of Mount McKinley, you said the United States. That, taking you literally, was an incorrect answer because we were looking for state, not country. Then I gave you a chance to come up with a state. You correctly came up with Alaska. However, the judges have decided, according to the strict literal rules of the game, that was incorrect. So we take off the $100 you earned there, which brings you back to $100. And now, ordinarily, we pass the question to your opponent, who is Ruth in this case, or female as the case may be, but we already had given the answer Alaska. So what we're going to do now is take the handoff question, which is the next question in that category, which I pick out right now, and ask this of Ruth. You ready, Ruth? This is the very next question, and this is yours. If you miss it, of course, we just go on and play the game. The highest mountain, you're going for $100 on your side, Ruth. The highest mountain in Greece for $200. It was a $200 question. That's right, for $200. The highest mountain in Greece is over 9,500 feet high. Because of its height and roughness, the early Greeks believed that the major gods had palaces on the broad summit of this mountain. For $200 additional, Ruth, name this famous Greek peak.
Olympus.
Olympus is the correct answer, and you pick up the 200. Well, now, that is a drastic turnaround. Ruth Janes now has 300 to Glenn's 0 at this point. So, Ruth, you get it is your spin, too, so spin away. And you got Academy Awards, Factor Photo, and Academy Awards again. Oh. All right, Ruth, your chance to do some selecting.
Oh, I know nothing about Academy Awards. I'll take Factor Photo.
Factor Photo. Okay, now the answer to this Factor Photo question is the name of a rock and roll band. Now, there is a look that's worth 1,000 words. Would you like to hear the facts, Ruth, or would you like to see the photo? It's your choice. Okay. You've got to take one of the two.
I'll take the facts.
You're going to take the facts. All right, if you miss this, then, of course, Glenn, who will already have heard the facts, gets a chance to see the photo. Now, please don't anybody help, because Ruth has enough problems of her own here with... All right. Electronic sounds dominate the music of this unusual band. Their biggest hits included the 1980 song Whip It and a syncopated version of the rock classic Satisfaction. For $50, Ruth, what's the one-word name of this band?
Hair.
They're laughing. I am not. I am not laughing. It is incorrect. Now, Glenn, you did hear that information, and now I'm going to step aside while you see the photo. Our show, Glenn, can you see the photo over there, Glenn? Mm-hmm. Make it out. All right. Now, Glenn, for the $50 on your side, can you tell me the one-word name of this unique rock and roll band?
Devo?
Devo is the right answer. Do not despair, Ruth. You and I were probably the only two people in the studio who didn't know the answer to that. Glenn, you have a spin coming.
Okay.
All right, here goes Glenn.
Come on.
Glenn has Factor Photo, mountains, and again. All right. Glenn, what do you want to do?
I'll take Factor Photo for 100.
All right. The subject of this Factor Photo question is toys. Would you like to hear the facts, or would you like to see the photo, Glenn?
I'd like to hear the facts.
Hear the facts. Okay. This female doll was first introduced in 1959 by the Mattel Company. Over the years, it has become so popular that the doll has its own news magazine and international fan club. What's the one-word name of this popular plaything for $100, Glenn?
Barbie?
Barbie is the right answer, and you picked up 100. Now it's $150 to $300, and we'll be back here, Joker's Wild. Stay with us if you would, please.
Would like like information on how to become a contestant on the Joker's Wild, or if you would like to join us in the studio audience, then drop a postcard and make sure it's a postcard. Send it to the Joker's Wild, Post Office Box 227, Los Angeles, California 90048. That's the Joker's Wild, Post Office Box 227, Los Angeles, California 90048. Or call us at 213-277-6000. That's 213-277-6000.
Well, Ruth Janes and Glenn Kawish, we ask both of you to come back again next time, and we'll pick this up right where we left off. Just for your own information, Ruth, you have $300 or 300 points, and Glenn, you have 150 now. We'd appreciate it all if those of you who possibly could would join us again next time on the Joker's Wild. Thank you very much. So long. See you then. Bye-bye.
We're adding watches to the Natural Triple Jackpot. His and her classic series Diamond Dial watches by Jules Jurgensen. Elegantly styled, his with 20 genuine diamonds, hers with 10. The classic series by Jules Jurgensen. And now the Natural Triple Jackpot is worth over $3,600. Some of our departing contestants will receive...
Introducing Bluebonnet Spread in a big new 2-pound size.
Everything's better with Bluebonnet on it.
I eat chunky soup. After all, when you're competing with people half your age, you need all the help you can get.
Chunky, the soup that eats like a meal.
The Joker's Wild is a Jack Barry and Dan Enright production.